Hey everyone, back again. We're gonna do Raya and the Last Dragon today. Haven't done a movie review yet, so this is gonna be my first one. I just saw it, just saw it. I'm gonna not give away any spoilers, or try not to give away until at least later in the video. Um, Overall, pretty cute movie. Obviously, it's a Disney kids movie, so there's that. It was a cute, movie about trust, and that was kind of like the moral of the story, as many Disney movies do. Um, I thought the world was really interesting. Not traditional Earth. Really kind of dove into this fantasy esque element. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was cool, and like the fighting scenes, like the animation for the fighting scenes, was really interesting, and I really had a good time with that. My cat's like freaking out. What are you doing, kitten? Anyway, sorry about that. I My only like problem critique is there's a lot of exposition in the beginning, and because I mean it's a kids movie, so that's gonna happen, right? Um, I just wish they would have taken a little bit more time, and instead of doing all this exposition, because I think they could have easily done it where they told it through dialogue. But I get why they're doing it. They're doing it because it's marketed towards kids, and that's the point of it. Um, and it's also obviously like things happen very quickly to keep attention and stuff like that. And there's a lot of characters that they introduce, so those were kind of my two main critiques of it. Critiques, quotation marks. I mean, obviously, that's like the market it's going for. So I get why they do it that way, but it would have. I think they could have pulled it off, still going towards their target audience, and just made it hold up a little bit better. Um, if you like Disney movies, then you should go see this one. I I kind of was in my head in the theater was comparing it to, as you do, to other Disney, more recent Disney movies. So Frozen, Moana, Onward. I feel like I'm forgetting some. Big Hero 6. Um, I wouldn't say it's my favorite out of those, but as Disney does, it's still a solid, movie overall. And I would definitely watch it again. I don't know if I'd pay to see it in theaters a second time, but when it comes on Disney Plus, I'll probably end up watching it a second time. Okay, I'm gonna go into just a little bit of spoilers now. So if you don't want any spoilers, don't watch anymore. Leave now. Go on. Okay? Okay. So spoilers for anything that comes next. Um there were some really good moments within this. And that's the thing that I think is good about Disney and Disney animated films, especially their recent ones, is that even if they're not like my favorite, each one of them has this really hard hitting like emotional moments within. Um and like this one kind of got dark. Like the main premise is that like the dragons have left, and that there's these creatures that turn people to stone, and like so in the beginning there's like all these like, you know the drone, I think is what they're called. They're like they break free and turn people to stone and stuff like that. And it's like really dark, especially when you get like, because we get a lot of different characters. And I think I think it can pull it off because it's a kids movie and it's really good about introducing characters very quickly to where you get like a couple personality traits and then boom, like that's the character. And like the introduction of each character was funny and interesting in its own way. Um but there was just like there was like this moment with all of them where it's just like, yeah, like my family's gone and they're stone and that's how it is. I mean, literal kids not having uh not having parents or anything like that to take care of them. Um and it's dark. That's all I can say is it's just dark. Um, there was a moment that I mean, there's a lot of moments that were like, as you do. There's like the darkest hour moment in all these kid shows, and the darkest hour moment is when Raya doesn't trust. Well, I can't even remember what her name. I just saw it. I can't even remember what the side character, the secondary like antagonist character's name is. But like there's a darkest hour, and you know they fight and kill the last dragon who isn't really dead. um and they they fight, and the whole thing is like, no, you've got to trust each other to actually fix everything. And so like that part didn't hit me at all. It was just kind of like, okay, this is traditional darkest hour, but like, oh man, I don't know if it's the voice actress's line at that point, but when she goes back and sees her dad, I was like that close to tears. It was just like one of those moments where it's just like, it kind of like, it's coming. It's not, it's very obvious it's coming. It's very well telegraphed, and it just hits like a truck. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. I mean, it's only an hour and a half film or something like that. It's not crazy long. Overall, solid movie, good time. I had fun with it. I definitely watch it a second time, maybe not in theaters. And I'm interested to know what some other people think about it, because I kind of dig the fantasy vibe that they've kind of gone with this movie and like Onward and stuff like that. They're kind of like branching out and doing more fantastical things, and I find that really interesting. So I'm interested to know what some other people think about that. So go ahead and leave some comments down below. We can discuss, talk about it, and if you like the video, be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching.